Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Cat Lady. We are still here in Chapter 5, playing as Susan 10 years ago when she was married and had a new baby. We received flowers from our secret admirer slash stalker, as is his custom to do every Friday night, apparently. And Susan's sort of in a predicament about what to do with the flowers. We have it in our inventory, so what we're going to do is we're going to place the flowers on a shelf in Zoe's room.
Now I can tell Eric that Mandy had brought them for Zoe. It seems like a pretty innocent lie. I doubt he'll notice anyway. I hope you're dreaming about something nice, my little star. Eric must have come home early. But why?
Alright, so we get to meet Susan's husband. We can walk out of Zoe's room and continue on to the right towards the front door. See what kind of guy he is. He's only been mentioned briefly.
You're back early. Is something wrong?
Yeah, well, let's think about it for a minute. Is something wrong? Yes, Susan, there is. Didn't you watch television, listen to the radio, didn't talk to anyone today?
What happened?
Well, obviously I don't know, and that's why I asked.
Was there an accident?
Yes, you could call it that. But if a guy walks into a busy restaurant during dinner service and detonates a bomb strapped to his chest, then I think the term terrorist attack is more fitting. There's chaos spreading all through the city. Everyone's panicking. The police and army are everywhere. But you don't even care, do you, Susan?
Well, that's kind of a nasty assumption to make. I don't like this guy. He just comes in and starts beaking off at Susan. How was I supposed to know? She's been at home with the baby all day.
Of course I care. I had no idea.
You should pay more attention to what's happening to this country, Susan. I could have died, and you wouldn't even know.
Did you get hurt?
No, not really. But the cab smashed quite badly. I was just there when it happened. There was smoke, clouds of dust so thick you couldn't see a fucking thing. So I stop, and all of a sudden some van hits me from the back. I hear my passengers screaming and shouting, and there's blood on the rear window. And just then another car drives right into us, and we're all stuck in that mess. Nobody knows what's going on, but imagining this might just be the end of the world. But no, it was some geezer with a bloody bomb. They closed all the main streets, in case there's more of them.
What time was that?
Around 7 p.m. I spent another 2 hours trying to get someone to tow the damn cab to the garage. Would you believe? Our insurance doesn't even cover this sort of thing.
You should have called me.
I did, 4 times. You didn't answer.
I must have been...
Yeah. You were busy with the baby. Every time it's the same old story. We've still got that wine in the fridge, haven't we? Get some glasses, Susan. I need a drink.
I'm gonna let it slide that you're being an ass because I think you've had a pretty hard day. I'm not gonna argue, and I'm just gonna go get the glasses.
Alright, I'll get the glasses, you get the wine. But are you sure you don't want to take a shower first?
No, I just need a drink. I can wash later.
Maybe a drink will calm him down, and maybe he's not always like this. I mean, having a really scary near-death experience like that would, I think, put anyone in a bad mood.
Shit.
Are you gonna get that? If it's Jerry, tell him I'm not here. I don't want to talk to them tonight.
Oh boy. Wrong time to call, buddy.
Hello?
It's me again. I'm sorry, but I had to hear your voice again. love you, Susan. Susan? You still there? Please, say something. Anything.
Alright, well, let's use he's not home. Let's pretend it's his friend, I guess. We gotta get this guy off the phone.
I'm sorry, but he's not home.
Excuse me? He's at work, isn't he?
He's not home yet, Jerry. Why don't you try again in the morning? He won't be back till late, right?
Is that Jerry? I'm not here, just blown off.
Susan, I'm so sorry. Should I hang up?
Alright, take care then.
Well, that was certainly a close one.
Then the arguing started. It slowly grew into something bigger, something horrible. Stupid remarks and old grudges mixed with alcohol turned into some sick exchange of pointless accusations. It wasn't the first time we argued, but it was the last.
Just look at the state of this place. It's a mess! Listen, I know you're with Zoe all day, but it's not like she's still a little baby. She's 6 months already. You'll have to organize your day a bit better and get things done. If other women find time, why can't you?
Okay, buddy, again. It's hard to say whether he's always like this or whether it's just because he's had such a horrible day, but he really seems to be taking out all of his frustration on Susan for no good reason. We really don't know how long they've been married for, if this is like an ongoing issue, or, you know, if their marriage is deteriorating over time. We really don't know. So we can kind of say any of these options. It doesn't really matter.
Don't be nasty. I'm doing all I can.
Are you really? Okay, doing all you can. You obviously care about your husband, coming home after a hard day's work. He's gonna be hungry. But wait, where's his dinner? Oh, let me guess. You didn't make it because you were too busy changing nappies, and singing, and playing, and washing.
Yeah, I think so. And I'm not going to feel guilty about it. If you'd spent more time with our daughter yourself, you'd know how important these things are. So pardon me, there's no dinner for a hard-working husband. From now on, he's gonna have to cook for himself. Because, you know what? The wife is working just as hard, and she's really tired of being treated this way.
She better get used to it, cause this is just the start. There's gonna be some changes around here. I'm fed up of being pushed around by you. I put the bread on our table, don't I? I'm the man in this family! I will make the rules, and I'll get the respect I deserve.
Well, I'm sure a nurse makes a lot more money than a cab driver. Not that it matters, both partners should contribute equally, but I don't know if his stance would change if Susan was back at work, but maybe he's just saying this because she's on maternity leave.
How can you talk to me like this? You're treating me like dirt. Didn't you forget something? I'm your wife. I'm the mother of your child. Doesn't that mean anything to you at all?
A wife and a mother? Why don't you start acting like one? When was the last time you showed me that you care about me? All you ever talk about is the baby. I love her to bits, I swear I do. But I want to have a wife too. When was the last time you even kissed me? I'm not even talking about sex.
Ugh, I knew it. Is that what bothers you so much? Is it?
Of course it fucking bothers me. Does it not bother you that we never have time for each other?
Look, we are new parents. It's always hard. All couples go through it, I heard.
Well, fuck this. I heard different.
Alright, so things are obviously getting pretty heated at this point, and we haven't managed to calm him down at all. Probably telling him he's drunk isn't gonna help, so let's just try and walk away.
I'm done talking to you.
Of course you are. That's what you always do, isn't it? You run out of arguments, you stop talking to me, then you lock yourself in the bathroom and fucking cry. I'm sick of repeating the same old thing over and over again.
Then why won't you give me a break, for God's sake? You're acting like I've done something terrible. I don't even know what your problem is. Is there something you're not telling me, Eric?
You'd know if you listened to me. But you never listen to me, do you? Not to a single word I've ever said.
Right, here we go. It's not you, it's the alcohol speaking. I shouldn't be taking any of this seriously. I know that tomorrow you'll be apologizing to me for it.
It was just a couple of glasses and you had some too. I'm not drunk. I wish I was. Maybe then I could laugh at this shitty life and not care so much.
That's a good one. You really care so much, Eric. You should get a medal or something.
I thought you said you weren't gonna talk to me no more. You are full of shit, Susan! Full of shit!
Yeah, this really isn't going well. And just to note, I'm not entirely taking Susan's side, but it's just easier to see things from her perspective because we've been playing as her. We really don't get a lot of insight into their life together. Like I said, there's a lot of things we don't know. And maybe there are things that Susan is doing wrong and we just don't know about it. But he's very hard to deal with. There's nothing that we can say to kind of make him happy.
Eric, you're drunk. Get off my case, all right? Look, I understand you've had a very bad day, but it's not my fault that the bomb had gone off and your car was damaged. I'd really like you to calm down now. I'm sure we can sort everything out. We always do.
Well, that's what you think.
Yeah? And what do you think, Eric?
What do I think? So it matters all of a sudden what I think. Well, I'll tell you. Sure. I think you're lazy, Susan. You do nothing all day, while I keep working my ass off to provide for this family. I think you're trying to shift the responsibility on me, like you always did. I think you use the baby as an excuse for everything.
And I think you're an asshole. How dare you accuse me of such things?
It only takes one look at the flat to see it's all true.
The other thing I wonder, too, is I wonder if Susan has been struggling with mental illness her whole life, or if it only culminated in the 10 years after all of this kind of fell apart, because I kind of wonder if Susan's not able to balance things out, like Eric is accusing her of, if she has some sort of mental illness, or she just has something that she's not able to fulfill all of those needs. There's really a lot of questions that come from these scenes. Finally, once you've gone through enough dialogue, you can use the baby as an excuse to end the argument.
Let me go. I have to check on Zoe. I left a window open in her room. She might be cold.
That's right, just walk away. That's all you do, Susan. You can never finish anything.
If there's one thing I don't want to finish, it's this stupid conversation.
Why not? Are you afraid that I actually might be right? Are you scared of facing the truth? I'm sure Zoe's fine. It's the hottest summer we've had in years. It'll be good for her to have some fresh air in there. Won't you agree?
I guess. Fine, never mind.
And then we go back to arguing.
Why don't you look at yourself, you idiot?
So I'm an idiot now, am I?
You keep picking on me for nothing.
No, this was coming, and you know it, Susan.
If you're so unhappy with me, then what the fuck are you still doing here? Pack your bags and leave me alone.
You're throwing me out. This is my fucking flat! I worked my fucking ass off for 7 years to buy it! I'm not going anywhere!
I haven't done anything wrong.
Of course not! Because you're fucking perfect, aren't you?
That's not what I said.
Well, if you're so perfect, yeah? Then why are we here now, fighting? This is all messed up.
You're behaving like a 5-year-old? What the hell is wrong with you?
You, Susan! You always knew which strings to pull. To tip me over the fucking edge!
Stop it!
Stop it, Susan. I've only just started. We should finally say to each other what we really think, right?
We didn't even notice that outside the storm had started. I was so absorbed in that stupid fight that I forgot all about the open window. Anyway, and the flowers. Those fucking flowers. Right there, by her bed. She had some rare allergy to pollen, but we couldn't have known that. How were we supposed to know? It's rare. She started coughing and choking. The next time we saw her, when we found her, she was... After 2 days of what seemed like a narcotic dream, Eric had gone out and never came back again. They found him nearly a week later. He drank himself dead in the woods. I nearly didn't recognize him when I saw him in the morgue. It really was a hot summer. He looked bad.
Miss Ashworth, Thank you for telling me that. Now I understand. I understand why you're so sad all the time.
What do you want from us?
Are you deaf?
Mitzi, let me handle this.
Let us go right now, you moron!
Mitzi! Leave her alone. Don't you dare! No! Take me, instead! Take me. You hurt my friend. I will. What? What's going on? You're letting me go? Just like that? Where's my friend? What have you done to her?
I like this chapter, but the whole thing with this intruder is very confusing. We really don't know who this guy is, and it's one of those things, again, where it's completely up to interpretation, but I would sort of like some solid answers in this case of who this guy is. I would like to think that it's the secret admirer who's come back to take revenge on Susan all these years later, but it could also just be one of these, you know, parasites.
You sick son of a bitch. What do you want me to do? I don't understand.
For some reason, he wants us to play the piano. So I guess we should just do what he says. the cats are gonna come to the rescue. Again, very confusing. I'm not sure why that guy couldn't talk and he only yelled at us. Why he wants us to play the piano. But what I do know is that we have to save Mitzi. The cats have this guy distracted, and she's gonna die if we don't save her. So we need to push the chair over towards Mitzi so that she can stand on it and not get strangled by the noose.
Stand still, Mitzi. I'm gonna go right back with a knife, and I'll cut you down, alright?
They're eating you. This is...
Don't look, Mitzi.
Mitzi's gonna be traumatized for life. But we did manage to save her. And that also ends chapter 5. And we go into chapter 6, which is entitled The Legend of Cat Widow.
We're really going to do it, aren't we?
Yes, Mitzi. You will finally get your closure. Maybe I will get mine too.
Did you take that map with you?
Yes.
We can always refer to it if you get lost.
I've lived in this building for many years. I won't get lost, Mitzi.
But it'd be a good idea to cross people off. Once we're sure it's not them, it might give us a clearer picture of how far we've got. Right. Okay. Good luck, Mrs. A.
Mitzi, are you sure you're feeling up to it? This recent incident, it must have been pretty tough for you.
No, I'm good. Never felt better, Mrs. A.
Alright, so now we finally get to sort of move past focusing on Susan, and these last 2 chapters are going to focus heavily on helping Mitzi find the Eye of Adam. So we will continue on in chapter 6 next time. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.